You know the drill. Before we do our December spreads, I wanted to do a quick flip through of the November spreads. So November was coffee themed. The quote is, "My coffee is strong, but so am I," and here's just this little coffee shop cover page. I think it's so cute, and honestly, it's very different than my usual spreads because, as you guys know, I typically do a lot of colorful spreads, but this was just really fun, muted colors, and I actually really loved how it turned out. So here is the calendar. Again, love this color scheme. Just did like this fun little calendar with all the different colors throughout the spreads. I'm filming today on the 27th, so it's not completely filled out yet. And then next we have the habit tracker and the mood tracker. This was different than anything I've done before for my habit tracker, since normally I do like calendar sized boxes, something like this, but this was just like lines, and instead of designating one color per habit, I kind of just did a bunch of different colors, which I really love. It's so pretty. Next is this mood tracker. Originally it started out with just one box, but I actually ended up dividing it in two throughout the month, as you can see, just because I don't like limiting myself to one mood a day because, as we all know, moods fluctuate a ton. My habits overall, you know, exercise has been lacking because of the holidays, Thanksgiving, coming back from college, but you know, it's okay. Same with like my moods, kind of all over the place. We've been pretty sad lately just because a lot has been going on, but you know what, we are looking up. Hopefully it will start improving for the holiday season. Next we have the sleep tracker, cute little coffee beans, and as we can see, sleep has been improving towards the end of the month now that I'm on a break, which is really nice. Water tracker, can't really say the same. I definitely need to improve my water intake. My lips are so chapped because I haven't been drinking water and it's getting cold. So if you want these spreads, they're still up on my Etsy shop. You can use them for any month, not just November. There are colored versions and non-colored versions so that you can choose which one you want. But for now, let's switch on over to VoiceOver Carrie and get on with the December spreads. Alrighty, you guys, so December's theme is holiday for the holiday season, of course, and I cannot believe that we are already in December of this year. Like, how are we at the end of the year? How is this the last bullet journal update of the year? That is so crazy. But anyway, so here I am making the quote and cover page. The quote is, "It's the most wonderful time of the year." And then the cover page is the little like Snoopy Christmas doghouse, and I think it is so adorable. And honestly, this might be, out of like all of the December spreads, these two pages might be my favorite. Tied for the calendar, actually. I think the calendar turned out really, really cute. And so for December, I actually decided to make the font like this candy cane font, and I just think it's really cute, especially once it's colored in. But so for the calendar, like I said, this might be tied for my favorite. So of course we have December 2021 up at the top, and then the calendar is like the standard like separated box calendar that I've been doing for a while. I really love it. It's just super simple, but instead of doing like a shadowed ombre thing, I ended up doing something a little bit different, so you can kind of see all the little squiggly lines all around, and it'll be a lot easier to tell once everything's like colored in and whatnot. But basically what they are these Christmas light strands that are like supposed to be intertwined all the way throughout the calendar, and it is just so cool. So here you can see me doing all of those little lines. And while we watch this, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to my mom, because she probably is not watching this, but she bought me a tripod to film this because I forgot my tripod at college and I wouldn't be able to film my video like with this bird's eye view. So shout out to my mom for buying me a tripod. It's gonna be like a gift later on, but it's just like a little one-time use thing and then I'll give it back for a gift. But I really appreciate it and I love her so much. She's just the best mom ever. Anyway, so now we are doing the habit tracker and the mood tracker. So the habit tracker is the standard little calendar boxes that I do, and they're supposed to look like presents. Honestly, not a huge fan of the colors that I chose for this spread, but you'll see that later on. Also, so I'm not sure if I'm going to color in the boxes fully or if I'll just do circles in the boxes. I'm honestly just going to kind of play that by ear once December starts, and we'll see what I'm feeling on December 1st. And then I added a bunch of little bows and like ribbons around just to make them look a little bit more present-y, you know? And then so for the mood tracker, I decided to do a bunch of little doodles. They're almost entirely snowflakes. However, I also included 8 different stars of David, and that is to symbolize the 8 nights of Hanukkah. And actually, Hanukkah starts tonight. I'm filming this voiceover on Sunday, November 28th. So tonight marks the first night of Hanukkah, which is really cool. It's on different days every year because it follows the Hebrew calendar, but for the most part, it's usually like mainly in December, so that's why I included it in these spreads. And for those of you who don't know, I was actually raised Jewish, so I celebrate both Christmas and Hanukkah because my dad is not Jewish and my mom is. So yeah, just a little fun fact. I thought I would incorporate that into my holiday spreads. And then moving on to the sleep tracker, we have a super fun little candy cane tracker. All of the candy canes are just like, you know, scattered about in different directions and whatnot. And then you'll color in like the different colored stripes of the candy canes and it matches the background. It's super cute. This also might be one of my favorite spreads just because I feel like it looks really cool and like pleasing to the eye. And also I just like really love candy canes a lot, if you couldn't tell by the background. And then here you can see me doing all of the candy cane stripes. Took a little bit. It was kind of difficult to like fit all 31 of the candy canes onto this page. I had to like erase multiple times and just like rearrange things and try to get them to fit. But you know what? We made it work. And that is what matters, and I think it looks really cool. And then lastly we have the water tracker, and it's supposed to look like a string of Christmas lights, and I got this idea from Pinterest. I got a couple of the spreads off of Pinterest as well, but it's just 31 different little lights all the way around in a little string, and of course you color in the light depending on like the sleep that you get. Now here's my favorite part, the little coloring book part. It just makes me think of a coloring book because like everything is already drawn out and now you just get to do the fun coloring, which is just like super fun and I love it. And if you get the blank spreads on my Etsy shop, which by the way all of these are on my Etsy shop, so go get some of your own. But there are 4 different versions of it. There are the December 2020 ones, which are colored and non-colored, and then the blank ones that can be used for any month or any year, and those are colored and non-colored as well. And so the non-colored spreads are like literally your own coloring book, or you can get the colored ones and use the exact same colors as me. And I really love the colors of this cover page and the quote page. I love the colors of the lights and everything, and just the candy cane font. I think it's so festive and fun, but still bright and colorful and just like amazing. I love it. And now we get to the calendar. So this took so long just to do a bunch of little dots everywhere. Literally you just take however many colors you want. I chose the same colors as those like Christmas lights on the cover page of the Snoopy doghouse, and I just went ham. I just, you know, started polka dotting it everywhere. I didn't do any pattern or anything. I kind of just put little dots wherever it looked like it needed some color. So again, I used the pink, orange, yellow, green, and blue, and just, you know, went crazy with all of the little lights. But it's so simple, but just looks so pretty and so cool. I got this idea off of Pinterest as well, and I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to recreate this because I just think it's so fun. And then moving on, so like I mentioned earlier, honestly not a fan of the colors I chose for the habit tracker. I stuck with the same colors of like the Christmas lights because I was like, oh, it'd be cool to have like the different bright colors, whatever. But honestly, I don't know, it just feels too rainbow-y for like these spreads. I kind of wish I chose more like Christmassy colors or just like wintry colors like blues or greens. And then I just filled in the keys of my mood, sleep, and water trackers. But other than that, there's not really much color that goes on these pages. But so here are the final spreads. The quote and cover page are just to die for, and the calendar is just so fun and cool. If you're interested in getting any of these spreads, they are already up on my Etsy shop. Make sure to follow me on TikTok so that you can see updates about these spreads. Also, comment down below which of these spreads are your favorite. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for a full bullet journal flip through coming up at the end of the year. We have a lot of fun videos coming up for the new year, so get excited. Bye guys.